I'm BEBE Davis, and welcome back to 1021 Magazine, where I'm publisher and founder. We're going to take it a little bit mellow as we do the finale of this series for the coronavirus pandemic. It has been quite the full week, but we made it to this finale. There will be continuing coverages on this pandemic. You can be sure right here with myself and with Team 1021 Media Group. So we're going to mellow it down right now, make this a little bit more chilled because it has been a fiery week and a very emotional week. So I decided to end the finale part 3 in a more mellow way. So thank you so much for logging in to 1021's finale series and the whole series. We will continue to do our media coverage. And I would like to say for all of us, give yourself a round of applause for keeping it together and still being here, all of us, among the living. Because so many people have not made it. And as we speak now, many people are not going to make it. But I am an optimistic person that we stay informed and that we use our intuition as well as look at the guidelines that are set before us, because this is something everyone around the world is going through. So I do want to take this moment right now, a moment of silence with just the music, to send the love to the families who have lost someone due to coronavirus. Send love to all the medical professionals and just to all of us who are doing what we need to do to less impact the situation. Peace unto everyone. So that is the moment of silence. And so we're going to get into some information here for you all. News you can use in the wake of this epidemic. So we're going to liven up the music just a little bit. And I think we'll start with some affirmations first and foremost. So let's get that going. Welcome to 1021 Magazine. I'm BEBE Davis. Welcome all new subscribers to the channel and all visitors. So we're going to get into some affirmations here. I'm always doing my meditation. I'm always doing my inspirational readings. And here is one book that I always go back to a lot. I've gifted these to people and have them. This is the Acts of Faith Daily Meditation from Iyanla Vanzant. Have a lot of other meditational, good affirmation books. So I wanted to get into this one here. and just do some of the proverbs. The Ashanti proverb that is familiar to a lot of people, this one is, do not follow the path. Go where there is no path to begin the trail. The Yoruba proverb, this one says, no one can uproot the tree which God has planted. And we are still in Sunday. And this is Palm Sunday. So a lot of people did the live remote church services, and other people, they did whatever their faith is, and it just really makes you very reflective. So I'm going to get into some more. The needle pulls the thread. This is the Yoruba proverb. Swami Nada Yolanda. No one can judge you unless you let them. Thurgood Marshall. What is the quality of your intent? Now I'm going to read this affirmation. It's called Let Go. When we believe we are losing control, we grab on tight. If we want to avoid pain, we hold on for dear life. When we are in fear of losing, looking bad, or being abandoned, we tighten our grip. When our greatest fear comes upon us, we clench our fists and teeth, close our eyes, and hold on. We must learn how to let go. We have the capacity to live through any adversity if we simply let go. We cannot stop time or our destiny. Whatever is going to happen has already happened. We must learn how to see it through to the end. When we hold on, we prolong the pain. When we dig our feet in, we must be uprooted. When the time comes for growth and change, we must have the courage and faith to let go. Whatever leaves my life makes room for something better. And here's an interesting one, just turning the page. And this is a quote by Marvin Gaye. Later on tonight, for Pacific Standard Time, which would be the 11 o'clock hour. For East Coast, it'll be 2 a.m. I should say. And for Central Standard Time, it will be 1 a.m. So we will be back live for the Marvin Gaye musical tribute at the Pacific Standard Time, 11:40 p.m. And that would be 2:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 1:40 a.m. Central Standard Time. So his quote says, if you cannot find peace within yourself, you will never find it anywhere else. So just wanted to give some affirmations to you all. And this one here, let not what you cannot do tear from your hands what you can. And that is Ashanti proverb. We are in unexpected times, and sometimes that may cause for dramatic measures. But we have to stand firm in being of our better selves. Because if we don't, I'm trying to get the music here going. Because if we don't stand firm in staying of our higher selves instead of low ebb, then what would chip away at us is just our souls, and the morality just kind of goes away. And in desperate times, some people do things and make moments into the phrase of desperate measures. They would take these desperate measures because they are in desperate times. It could be one incident, one situation that will snowball. But we're seeing a lot of those effects. Hoarding, price gouging. If you see these things, you need to report. And you'll get a lot more results from having proof. And that's what's great about technology today and our phones. You can snapshot price gouging if you go in different stores and then send it to that corporate office so they can take the necessary steps to correct that situation, to rectify the situation. If you see hoarding, you can alert the person in the store that this person has so much, because they still have signs up saying limit this and limit that because of so many people trying to get the things that they need in the wake of this pandemic. I know for me, I've seen some price gouging at the grocery stores, and, you know, I did my due diligence by calling them out on it. And also, if you shop online, offline, or if it's your new experience shopping online, there's a lot of price gouging going on for online shoppers. I love online shopping. So there is a lot of price gouging going on. A lot of people are looking for alcohol peroxide. They're looking for disinfectant spray, because in a lot of places people cannot find that. So you have to do different alternatives to keep your house clean and keep your surroundings clean and keep your air clean and all that. Online, I saw 2 cans of Lysol for $80, shipping $25 more. That's ridiculous. I've seen 1 can for $50 and $10 shipping. I've seen 3 cans of Lysol for $100. And the online merchants are saying, if you see price gouging and all of that, to report it. Take a snapshot and report it. So we must do what we can, because a lot of people are taking advantage of the situation. And it's very sad that you see them taking advantage of the situation that we're going through. So once you have a certain amount that you can get your hands on of whatever it is that you know is lacking right now, is a lot of paper products and disinfectant that we're seeing. The bread and the milk has slowly gotten back flowing pretty good for the most part, but then you might find yourself in some disarray if so many people have gone into the store certain days. That's why they're letting seniors try to get there early in the morning when the store first opens, so you can be able to get some of the things that you need. So, you know, people are doing what they can as far as the retail, the essential places, to make sure that you get what you need. So once you have it, then you have to go back into rationing. And that means using what you need so you can stretch your product longer. So you want to build up, but not so much where you're hoarding and you can't leave something for someone else. And then once you have what you need, use it sparingly and ration sparingly. All right, so we're going to get into some things that you might not have thought of before, and we're just going to give you some news and items that you might be overlooking in stores, and we'll get to that. But first, I want to do a little bit of swinging here. So I thought it'd be cool to do some arty shaw. Let's turn up the volume on a good time. Take a breather and exhale. And the balance. Still being cautious and conscious. But let's mellow this out.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our own version of Cole Porter's Begin the Begin.
I am such the classic chica. Okay, so here are some creative things you can do. You can use this time for couples to have a beautiful evening out. Creatively, you're going to be in, but you can make a setting where you feel like you're out. Put on some great music, dim the lights, pull out those fine chinas, and get dressed up. Okay, use different bathrooms, different bedrooms, come out and enjoy the moment together. Creative. All right, so what if you're single? Hey, dress up to the nines as if you were going out to a nice place. Okay, dim the lights and enjoy the music and eat your food in a nice, relaxed way. Okay, then if you're single but you got some friends and you want to mingle, there's always the video. This is a great time for role play. Turn the video on of your choice and have dinner together. Whatever they're doing, whatever you're doing, you be the DJ, they be the DJ, and just enjoy yourself. You can have a family affair, put on some great music, and be creative in this time of quarantine and chill. That was pretty cool. Okay, I love the big band and all that good stuff. So those are ways that you can be creative while you're on quarantine, and we'll be having a lot more discussions on the role playing and stuff like that, because it's not comfortable for some people, but when you have that imagination, this is like one of the great times to do that, because you're quarantining, self-distancing, and you're staying safe, but getting a little exhale from the seriousness of what's happening out here. Okay, all right, so now what else we have here? Gonna throw some music while we get this next vibration together, and I thought that we would do this with a good groove. Okay, we're going to start over with the groove. This is Johnny M in the Mix and DJ Activities. And we're going to be talking about some things that you might be overlooking in the store that will keep you from continuing to buy things. And what is it? Gloves. Gloves, 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 gloves. Now, they want us to have the mask, mask, mask. And let me go ahead and say to you right now, you want to keep the mask for the health professionals. They wear a certain type of mask. But you can kind of move beyond that. And what's beyond that, BB? Well, I'll go ahead and tell you. Let me wet my palette here because it is a little dry. Let's see here. Have some cranberry juice. I've been sipping off up. Okay. So, as far as the mask, you definitely probably are going to have to jump online to see a different variety of masks. And you can also check out the masks that they use for bicyclists, motorcycles, dust mask. But they're a little bit more thicker than just the regular paper mask. So you want to kind of keep that in mind. And I'll be showing some of my masks as we move along and along through, you know, the getting through the pandemic as much as we can. Okay, so online you can go in and put in bicycle masks, motorcycle masks, and different masks should come up that they use. And then some of them have designs and are creative. So, you know, if you don't want to make them or if you can't find them offline, then that's a great place to find them online. Now, ever since the press conference stated from the CDC to wear a mask, the prices have jumped up, and we watched them, myself and the editors and interns, we watched these prices rise, and we watched the availability of them go quick online. So you have to do your due diligence when putting it in and take a look at each item and see what they're selling it for. Some sellers can say make an offer. Even if they don't say make an offer, contact the seller online if you're going to be using different of the online platforms and say, hey, I have this much, I really need this mask, can you sell it for me for this amount? And you never know, you know what I mean, what the heart or what that particular seller may do. So whether they have make an offer or not, if they have, and most of them do online where you can contact the seller, go ahead and contact them and let them know, look, I have this much, I'm gonna need this much, what can you do? Okay, and you just have to see what happens. You never know until you try. So that's it with those kind of masks. Now for me, I have like several masks because, you know, I do a lot of sports stuff too, and then also I do a lot of tactical, you know, with the family. If we're shooting on the family land, or, you know, you might be hunting or hiking and stuff like that. So, you know, I have like the goggles and stuff like that, you know, different type of goggles I already had. And some goggles I had is like if you're hiking and you don't want like bugs getting in your eye, you know, that are more protective than just your regular shades of hour that you would go hiking in. I have those too. Then coming from a tactical military family, you know, I have a lot of the different kind of gear. So when it came to the protectant for your eyes and stuff like that, I had those kinds, and I will show you them because I'm just a little too lazy to get up right now and to show you that. So okay, so I would look for those motorcyclist masks put in, and also you can put in tactical masks as well, because they have different tactical masks, and these are reusable because you clean them, let them dry, and then you use them again instead of the thin paper masks and stuff like that. They have filters that you can put in, you know, the mask and keep changing that filter out. But it does a great protectant from here if you want the half mask, or if you want a whole mask. Now, the whole mask might be a little bit overkill or daunting. It just depends on your style. Now, I do have paintball mask. They have those in half mask and full mask. So those are different kind of masks that you could use also to protect yourself when you're out. Of course, they look a little cray-cray because some of them, they have different styles to them, you know, but hey, a mask is a mask, and what you want to do is find one that's going to be reusable so you can save some money. Does that make sense? Okay. You want to get the ones that are reusable. So these are reusable because you can wipe them down, disinfect them, let them air dry, and then when you get ready to go out again, you got your mask. And you don't have to keep spending money because these are reusable. So there's a thought. That might be something that you might overlook, and you're like, I just never thought about that. Tactical mask, motorcycle mask, bicyclist mask, you know, that kind of thing. And these can be, like I said, reusable. I even have a paintball mask. I have a full mask that's paintball, and it protects, has the mesh in the eyes and the opening for the nose and the opening for the mouth, so the air is going in and out really, really good with that. You know, because I do a lot of paintballing and stuff like that. So I was like, well, shoot, I got some paintball masks too, so that's pretty good too. I might look a little crazy going out, but it's all good. I'll make it work. Okay, because again, we have seen, and I've experienced as well as others, and you probably have too, when you go out of your quarantine area and you have to go out because it's needed to get the things that you need, and you could hear these people just coughing. You would hope it's not intentional, but the way things are set up these days, you don't know. So when the CDC said, people, citizens everywhere, get your masks, get them. Now the prices have started to jack up ever since the CDC has said that. So you want to do comparative pricing and get on it as quick as you can. So there's a thought. Now for the gloves. Let's talk about that. Now a lot of people are searching high and low for these gloves that used to be so easily everywhere, from your local beauty supply store to just everywhere. Okay? Disposable. Now, it doesn't take a lot to get a tear or a rip in these gloves, but if you handle them pretty well, they can be reusable, I would say up to 3-4 times. I've done that. Okay? Then you have other gloves that might be a little bit thicker. Now these are my signature purple gloves for my mukbangs. When I do the mukbang, I am the Mukbang Muse, and you can find that on my cigar channel, Cigar Saint Sistar, Cigaraststistar. But these are my signature purple gloves. I have a lot of these because I also have on my mukbangs my signature purple baked potato that I use in some of my seafood boils or anything like that. So, you know, everybody has their own signature as mukbangers. So mine is a purple gloves and a purple potato. Okay? Now these are a little bit thicker than these. And if I have to use my mukbang gloves, I will. But, and these probably can last, if you're really gentle enough with them, up to a week, because they're a little bit more sturdier. But if you don't have those, or if you do, and you know you're just kind of like running out, we have the garden gloves. Have you ever thought about that? I'm a green thumb, and my grandmother is a green thumb. My great-grandmother was like a botanist, and with plants and vegetables and flower gardens and all that good stuff. Garden gloves. Now these, a lot of people probably bypassed them because they just wasn't thinking about the garden gloves. These are good. These are rubber, and they have like a cloth substance on the inside of the palm. But Okay? Different designs. And then the inside. And these are reusable. Wash them and let them dry. So I found these at a pretty good price. So just check different places. Go in the garden gloves, garden section. Go in the garden section and look for these. Okay, I'll just hold like that. Then you have the cloth garden gloves. And these are good. And they're cloth all the way around. And what I like about them, they have a nice grip action going on. So they're really good. And they're not as restrictive on the fingers as would be the rubber garden gloves. But they do the trick. And they're really nice. And they come in a variety of different designs for men and women. But the point is to stay safe and not put your hand on different objects. And then with these being cloth, you can you can wash these and have them dry. You might want to have like a rotating system. I just put these on just to show how easy these slip on as well. Like the inside has a cloth part, so it's good to maneuver. And then they have this whole form fitting. Okay. One glove. Alright, so these are cool to have. So if you bypass that section, take a good look at them again. Garden gloves, and you can just reuse them. Cloth, rubber and cloth. And then that way you can save on these, because these might be hard to locate. I'll be doing some more life hacks and some more affirmations. Make sure you do your meditation if you are into meditation. Make sure that you do good reading, positive vibes, balance your time of seeing the latest on the coronavirus pandemic, and then taking a break from that and watching something else, and just do what you can. It's a lot of great people out here, as well as others who have yet to get upon their greatness. So definitely you be about your greatness, because good things come to those who are of the positive. And again, this is not just a you or me thing, or some people. This is affecting the entire world. And I am optimistic that we can get through it. I am very optimistic that we can get through it, and that we honor ourselves, we honor our lives, we honor those on the front lines of the essentials that keep the world going, and we honor those who have lost their lives to do what we can to less impact and be more impactful. So that's it. We're going to slide out here for a minute. I'm going to get myself together. I'm going to change and do my little cutesy do. And then coming back, we're going to have the Marvin Gaye tribute. Again, this is going to be let's see, 11, 21, 1 to 2. This is going to be like the 2:45 hour for the East Coast. It is 1:29 East Coast right now. And this will be like the 11:45 for the West Coast, and the 1:45 for the Central Standard Time. All right, so come on back. And I think we should leave out with a nice rendition here of America the Beautiful. And may we all have a great beginning of the rest of this week as we lead up to Easter time. And just do what we can because we're all in this together. So here we go. Okay, that's it right there. We're all in this together. So make sure you start by the garden section. See if they have any gloves, reusable. And then it'll save you on these, which are probably more harder to find. There'll be some more life hacks as we move through this thing called life. Affirmations book. Good for your spirit and your soul. So I thank you so much for locking in. I'm about to go get myself together and then be back here to celebrate the life of Marvin Gaye. Play some really good feel-good music, conscious music. Do a little bit of interlude of talks in there. So I think you enjoy it. Thanks so much for locking in. All new subscribers, welcome to the channel of 1021 Magazine. And you can find 1021 Magazine not only here on YouTube. You can find 1021 Magazine on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And we'll be a lot more interactive starting this week on Twitter. So make sure you come by and say hello. Also, live stream will be for the Marvin Gaye tribute. It'll be live stream with live chats. If you want to chat with me and you want to talk about some of your favorites of Marvin Gaye, you can. Or just come on in and just enjoy yourself, okay? All right, thanks everybody for locking in. Be safe, self-quarantine, and chill, and get out only when you have to. Wash those hands, be of good sanitary vibrations, be of really good vibrations through all of this, and stay abreast of the latest that is happening with the coronavirus, the CDC, and all of that information. The series was pretty good. We have a lot more reporting to do, so you can look for a lot more of our videos and stuff like that and updates this week. But as far as the series, we will come back and probably do another series, but it will be after Easter. But we will be coming in and doing little news breaks and stuff like that for you, and also the life hacks and all that good stuff. Thanks for locking in. I'm BEBE Davis. Thank you to Team 1021. We all are going to get some good rest, but then be back on it with our research and due diligence. Thanks so much for locking in, everybody, and more to come.